On the morning of January 1st, my husband and I went to the beach on the eastern coast of the Danish peninsula to watch the sunrise. It was a cloudy day, so the sun itself wasn't to be seen really, but even so, as the minutes went by, the water, the sand, and the landscape around us became gradually brighter, and the clouds above us turned a soft cotton candy color. As we sat on the beach, we talked about the year that had just passed and what growth we had seen personally in our relationship and in the world. We also talked about our hopes and dreams for the coming year and the goals that we have to set, who we have to work towards becoming. And this looking forward was our focus this morning, sitting on the white sand with the ocean wind caressing our cheeks and the waves providing a soft background tune. When I lived in Japan, I learned about this tradition that has since become one of my favorite traditions. It's called Hatsuhinode. What it means is first sunrise. So the first day of the new year, people gather together to watch the sun rising for the first time. I love the rejuvenating representation of hope and renewal that this is. Everyone just standing together and watching as the sun is rising, spreading light on an entirely new year. I also love what this first sunrise of the year has come to mean to me, which is the ability that we have to rise again after a fall or rise again after failing. So the sun every single evening gives way to darkness as it sets below the horizon line. But no matter how dark the night is, the sun always rises again with renewed light the next morning. I see this as a metaphor for life because in our lives we have the ability and opportunity to, when we experience failure or falling, to rise above it, to bring lightness into our lives again, and to overcome that darkness. In my mind, success and failure is an ebb and a flow that happens constantly throughout life, but when we experience failure or falling, we do have to make that active choice to really rise above it and to rise up in spite of darkness. I loved spending my first morning of the new year and my first morning of this entirely new decade pondering and thinking about hope and renewal, and also just in general the resilience that is within humanity and in the world in general. Just like the sun and how it sets and rises again, we have the resilience and the power within us to overcome darkness, to continue on when things get hard, and to rise up again after a failure or a fall. This is the motivation that I'm bringing with me into the new year, and I hope that this video was interesting or helpful for some of you, and that it was interesting to hear a little bit about the Japanese tradition of Hatsuhinode. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video and subscribe, and I will see you all later.